After Barcelona beat Elche 3-1, what a performance. This is going to be the 5 things that myself and Aaron learned from this match between Elche and Barcelona. Obviously, the scoreline didn't reflect the performance from Barcelona. So, obviously, we're going to be covering a few things. But first, just to gain a bit of context, guys, obviously, Barcelona, man, they were absolutely running riot over Elche. So, the first thing that we obviously learned from that match, basically both of us, is the missed chances galore. The game should have been dead early. Aaron, what are you thinking about this? Obviously, from Barcelona.
Mate, yeah, the game should have been literally out of sight and out of mind for Barcelona. I probably put down about 10 Barcelona should have probably had if they were clinically finishing. And that's from Rashford, that's from Torres, that's from like Lewandowski when he came on. There's like everyone basically, you know, sort of like fluffed their lines a bit for Barca today. But obviously that doesn't take away from the performance and the kind of like way of playing, obviously. But yeah, I feel like Barcelona and Hansi Flick probably could be saying to themselves, wow, we could have went back home with a lot more.
Absolutely. And I think just looking at several standout candidates for fluffer of the match, let's just call it Ferran Torres, one of them. Let's just put him at the top of the list. He was just absolutely just ridiculously missing his chances.
He should have got sin bin for them.
Like absolutely fluffing his lines big time. I don't understand, like, how can you miss so many chances? Fermin Lopez missed gilt edge opportunities as well. Like, I was actually in shock. I have to admit that I was actually in shock with this. It could have been at least 7 goals up by the very first half. So it was an unbelievable showing. So obviously Ferran Torres, one of the standout candidates for us. But I think, just to move quickly onto the second thing, obviously not to just divulge too much in the missed chances, is that Barcelona, they win without perfection at times. And this is synonymous of Barcelona. When you watch them in the Champions League and you watch them against Copenhagen, you watch them across Europe, you watch them in Spain, they just win without perfection. They don't need to be perfect. All they need to do is just get the chances. And that's what happens.
Yeah. It's a well-oiled machine there at Barca, isn't it, really? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like the quality in positions, obviously, do you know what I mean? And with the attacking style. Obviously, we were talking in the last video about, obviously, do you know what I mean, if they concede, it's about outscoring. But, you know, there's not many teams in world football that can do what Barca do, as we've covered as well. So, they do what they do, man. Well-oiled machine.
Absolutely. And just to cover on that as well, I think ultimately, if I look at just the recent results against several teams in Europe and also La Liga as well, not counting Sociedad, sometimes they just have that knack of just beating teams. Even if they're not playing well sometimes, they just get over the line. And that's what separates your champions from your second places. That's what separates a lot of the big teams, obviously. And we know La Liga is always going to be a 2-horse race. It's always going to be Real Madrid versus, obviously, Barcelona.
Apart from the odd years, obviously. But
years Atletico Madrid. But when we looked at Barcelona, and I just got to take an example, when they were in the Super Cup, and Real Madrid did get 2 goals, and it was 2-2 at half-time between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Barcelona found a way just to get over the line to win that trophy. And Hansi Flick is unbeaten in finals. You know that?
I didn't know that, actually. No,
exactly. He's unbeaten in finals. So
is that throughout like German?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Wow. So ultimately, Hansi Flick is such a great controller of this. And obviously, his mavericks in the midfield help them as that. The third point that we're going to make today is the midfield control. And it is the backbone of Barcelona. Completely the backbone.
Yeah.
So you were talking very highly in terms of Frankie de Jong and his performance. Just, I want you to summarize what you saw today from Frankie de Jong. What did he do well on the pitch? What was he great at in terms of how he's building up the play, how he's linking the defense to the attack? What was your thoughts on Frankie de Jong, especially him being that backbone? And obviously, Bernal came on later on and solidified their midfield also. So what was your thoughts on Frankie de Jong first? Because he was our man of the match. What was your
Yeah,
thoughts?
I'm man of the match as well. But there's like a player that I was watching like Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt sort of talk about football in the English sense as well, sort of thing. And they were talking about Arsenal, and they were talking about a player that plays in that role that really affects a football match and affects the
Yeah,
outcome, and is just a class apart. And that, in that department, you do your job very well,
exactly.
and the team goes through you. I thought Frankie de Jong made everything that was kind of fruitful for Barca today came through him, and his understanding of a pass and the weight of pass and how to sort of like just maneuver himself into
Mm,
great positions to sort of spread the ball. I just think that when he is on form, along with
mm,
it might, like, obviously Pedri, Gavi, and all that in the team. So
yeah.
like when they're playing, obviously,
It's
do
an
you know what I mean?
unstoppable midfield. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, and you realize that Barcelona, they don't really need an outlying defensive midfielder to play. They have your tempo controller in Frankie de Jong, who dictates the tempo, and then you have Pedri, who's the runner that really
yeah,
just tries to gather up, mop up the pieces, then run, break through the lines. And obviously coming up with Kekedo, he says that Bernal has potential to be world-class. Bernal is just through and through such a brilliant footballer. When you
yeah.
look at him on the pitch and what he did against Copenhagen as well, such amazing. Like, he just slows down the game. He lets Barcelona know that I'm here. I'm the safety net.
Yeah,
And obviously
I
not on the
love
level
football
of
players like that. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
It's not on nowhere near the level of Sergio Busquets because he's just a young player.
Let's not make
But
any comparisons
yeah,
like that with
we're
anybody.
not
Yeah,
making the
yeah,
comparisons
yeah,
yet because
yeah.
Sergio Busquets is probably one of the best players in the
Best you've ever
last.
seen. Yeah,
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 one of the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
So ultimately, that Bernal, he has potential to be very, very good. He can probably put it in the likes of world class.
What's
but
he
we
say?
don't
Is
want
he
to
around
talk
that
about.
1920 at the
Yeah,
moment?
he's super
yeah.
young. Like, Bernal is such a great footballer, but the young and the experience that he brings obviously allows Barcelona to say, okay, wait, calm down the game. Let me just pick out my pass. Let me just spray. And this ultimately is what a team like Real Madrid misses. They miss Toni Kroos. They miss that kind of deep lying playmaker, somebody who just takes the pressure of the whole team and says, let me do my thing. Let me just spray ball. Let me just spray, and vision and everything about that comes with it.
So give me an example. Is it a Zubimendi kind of
No,
comparison, or completely
like,
different? Or yeah.
I would say that when Scholes was in the later part of the year
Okay,
at Manchester
just
United,
orchestrating. Okay,
orchestrating, keeping the
yeah,
ball rolling, Pirlo-esque. Let's just call
yeah,
it that. I don't think Frankie de Jong is on Pirlo's level, but
no,
I think Frankie de Jong is such a crazy player. And yeah, just to confirm that Marc Bernal has just turned 18, so
okay, okay.
he's super, it's like
Wow,
super productive.
yeah.
So him, Bernal, Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Gavi, whatever, and like Olmo, the pass that he threaded through as well. Like,
Yeah.
what is that,
We
man?
didn't even
That's
talk
like
about Olmo, actually. What the
eye
hell,
of the
man?
needle,
What
man.
we doing?
Olmo
Yeah,
was absolutely
yeah,
fantastic today. The
yeah.
link up play that he was doing at times was
Yeah.
unreal. That
We've been
Freddie through
glazing.
pass
Yeah, yeah.
to
We've been glazing
Yamal.
De Jong. Yeah, man. But
Oh
yeah,
my god,
yeah.
bro! Like, this is disgusting.
Olmo's a bad boy as well, man. Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah, yeah,
disgusting.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
Olmo's been missing these chances. Like, Olmo like, if I compare
Yeah.
Ferran Torres's performance today, it was like Olmo's against Sociedad. Like, missed a tons of chances, but when he's in his element in that attacking midfield area, and people laughed at me when said Olmo's better technically than flipping Bellingham. Olmo is better technically than Bellingham. Don't get it twisted, mate, yeah? I think personally that Olmo is better technically. Bellingham has the physicality, has the structure. He
Yeah.
runs, he drives, yes. But Olmo is just like passing God, mate, sometimes. He passes through the eye of the
And
needle, and you don't even
Olmo's
see it.
been doing this for years out here as well. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
He's a
absolutely.
top player.
Leipzig, from
Top player.
Leipzig,
Yeah.
crazy, man. I got his shirt from Leipzig when he was performing in the Euros. Like, I've got his shirt because I know how good Olmo is of a player.
Yeah.
And just to obviously summarize the last 2 points as well, the squad depth, unbelievable of Barcelona as well. Like, I look at Rashford coming on, I see Lewandowski coming on. Like, when you're looking at players that to come on, you're expecting players that come on with pace. I know why Hansi Flick recruited Rashford. I know why.
Yeah,
Because
please tell me. I'll be very interested.
when you have pace in the legs, yeah, and coming against tired teams when you're 60th, 70th minute, bro, you're getting killed. Let's be honest. Like,
No, I hear it.
Rashford,
I hear that.
his
hear
legs,
that.
man.
Yeah.
He's pacey. He's direct. He's not the most technically gifted player in the world. We know that. He's not the most sound player technically.
Obviously, Rashford. This is kind of my area of expertise, right? Do you know what I mean? Obviously,
Yeah,
do you
talk
know what
about
I mean?
Rashford, but Rashford, obviously,
been watching him since he was 18. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, Rashford. I don't know. For me, so the chances like he missed today. I think there was one in particular. After scoring, one got laid on a plate for him and he missed it in front of goal and he put his hands on his head like that.
Yeah, he did.
It was just pretty kind of typical of like, do you know what I mean? You do the first one well, Rashi, but then you don't do the second one well. And like, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to disgrace him. I mean, he's gone out to Barcelona. He's doing pretty well. He's got like, I think he's got like 10 goals in all competitions this year.
Yeah, he's doing decently well.
Decently well. And obviously, do you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, it was a good move for him. I don't know what the Barca fans in the comments actually think about Rashford, actually, in terms of his effectualness for you. But I think
I have my thoughts.
Yeah, I go on, mate. Let's have it.
I actually slated Rashford. I done a video when I was in Madrid when Rashford joined Barcelona, and I was like, Rashford is going to absolutely just stink it out. He's not even going to do anything. And lo and behold, this guy's probably been better than Vinny this year, bro. So we're expecting Vinny to be good, mate. And Rashford has pretty much outperformed in on all levels. Like, even when he's on, like, I believe that Rashford scores the most spectacular goals.
A couple of crackers in the Champions League this year as well, mate.
Exactly, against Newcastle, and then he just sticks it out 1-on-1. So Rashford's got the numbers, but he's inconsistent. Exactly like Barca 18V says here, and definitely inconsistent on so many levels. But let's just be honest, like the depth coming off when you have imagine having even how old he is now. Imagine having Lewandowski coming off the bench.
I'd still take him at Man United anytime. I'd take him at 45. I'll take him.
Yeah, I mean Lewandowski has been one of the best strikers in the last 20 years. Let's just call it as it is.
Deadly assassin.
Yeah, along with Benzema, along with Kane, a lot of strikers these past years. So we know what Lewandowski has to offer, and like he can offer goals when he needs it. You know, so. I think the squad depth it still remains high in Barcelona, even though they haven't recruited. They couldn't even spend money in the summer. The only thing they got in and recruited was Jean Garcia, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And
is he knocking
Ronnie
on
Bardghji.
Is he knocking on the national teams?
No. Like Unai Simon, bro. That guy, mate, is in flipping De La Fuente's pocket, mate. Jean Garcia should definitely be the goalkeeper for Spain, absolutely. Like I have no question. Him and David Raya should be. Simon shouldn't be nowhere near that conversation. As well.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have got a feast of goalkeepers.
Yeah, absolutely, feast of goalkeepers. Yeah, but like Barcelona, I think the squad depth is there. They just need to recruit. What I said is that Barcelona are a striker and just two really good defenders away from challenging properly in Europe because. Their football is electrifying. So why can't they compete if they get an actual proper number 9? I think Real Madrid on the same boat, but Barcelona, they need it more because Mbappe's there. But Barcelona, they definitely need it. What's your thoughts on if they get an actual striker? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, we were just talking in the last video about maybe, the potential of what Harry Kane's gone to Bayern Munich. When Harry Kane went to Bayern Munich, I was kind of thinking, what can you do there that you can't do at Tottenham? But he's scoring nearly 2-3 every game. Out there or something ridiculous like that. So him at Barca, a striker of that ilk, even like an Erling Haaland, I know Man City fans won't like me saying that, but do you know what I mean? I feel these strikers would eat very well with the amount that they're fed in this system at Barcelona. But I'm only really saying that because like Ferran Torres another day he could have bagged like loads, but like it's just a bad day at the office. But are you saying that that's a regular occurrence?
It is a really good occurrence. I think Ferran Torres is not the exact number 9 that Barcelona need. I think they do need someone like Erling Haaland or Harry Kane. One of those would fit like a glove at Barcelona. More so Harry Kane, because Harry Kane can feed into the play, Harry Kane will love the football.
Well, he basically plays like a DM at Bayern Munich.
It's true, mate. This guy's false line, midfield and DM.
Yeah.
Sometimes drop into centre-back areas. This guy is crazy. But, madness. But the final thing we're going to wrap onto is the mentality shift shift. I think they had no panic after the misses. I think when a team misses a lot of chances, they start getting really flustered. They start getting really agitated.
Yeah,
they start
yeah.
conceding as well. Like that's what happens when you see chances being fluffed like that. The opposite end usually ends up in the back of the net because it's against a run of play.
Yeah, obviously, as I was trying to say before it went out. Yeah, I feel like the relentlessness and the attitude of just keep on going and keep on trying to get the score as high as possible is an attitude that I kind of feel is kind of exclusive to the way Hansi Flick played. I think the Hansi Flick plays. I think the Barca players obviously have that mentality of, keep on going. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that that they score a lot of goals, and they've got like 60 goals already this season.
Yeah.
With a view of, as you said, to get over a century.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely think the 100 goals incoming, definitely. I definitely agree with that. But guys, what did you make of the 5 things that we learned from Barcelona versus Elche? Make sure you comment, obviously, after this video ends. Make sure you like this video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We are nearly at 500 subscribers. Brand new channel. Literally only dropped a certain few videos and we're ready to cook on YouTube, guys. Yeah, myself and Aaron. Like, the reason that we created this channel, but just to give you a bit of context, is because we obviously we're born in the 90s. We love football purity. We love talking about football teams when they play great football. Yes. Barcelona is one of them. So we decided to include him on the repertoire of videos on this YouTube channel. And I think it's a great move. I mean, like, I know you've been an avid follower of Barcelona for many, many years, since Bobby Robson, Ronaldo Nazario when he played there, how football evolved in Rijkaard years as well, Ronaldinho. Oh my Lord. Like the football that Barcelona plays is just synonymous throughout the years. So just any final things you have to say about Barcelona at all in general before we wrap up?
Well, mate, definitely going to be watching more Barcelona after that, mate. That was a good way to wet the whistle on that. Really, been sleeping on Spanish football, so I've definitely been watching more. And yeah, man, like one of my first years when I got into football was watching when Bobby Robson was at Barcelona, and that incredible year. So yeah, man, I do love the way Barcelona, stand for football and their ethos. So yeah, it was an enjoyable commentary.
Yeah, and King in the Making says, Aaron, thank you for introducing Dave to brown stewed chicken and dumpling.
He's had that in my yard before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. United plays tomorrow morning. Let's hope United get the result too. That's what Barca 18 VC say. I think a lot of Barcelona fans actually support Man United if they were to choose an English team as well. So it's kind of like
come on over.
We're gonna be covering that obviously tomorrow, guys. But make sure obviously you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that. It's a brand new channel. We're looking to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. And yeah, this has been absolutely fantastic, Aaron. Much appreciated, obviously, for joining on my main channel and obviously on this channel. And yeah, we're going to be summarizing, obviously, more Barcelona probably games coming in the near future as well. Barcelona have juicy ties. Juicy ties coming up. Let's obviously look at a couple of ties coming up that we could potentially do. Obviously the Champions League games, they're definitely going to be there. Barcelona Villarreal, a great tie just on the 1st of March. Okay. We've got Girona Barcelona, the Catalan derby on the 16th of February. Brilliant game that's always going to be. And then Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona on the 5th of April. This could be this could be the start of Aaron actually making his own Aaron Talks Barca channel. You never know, people.
Yeah, if the football keeps on being as scintillating as it was today, I can't resist. I can't resist.
Absolutely, guys. But guys, take care. Adios, and we'll see you next time on another Dave and Aaron Talks Football.